Hello and welcome to today's live coaching call and community conversation. Today we are going to be talking about what I like to refer to as the trifecta to aging successfully. We're going to talk about intermittent fasting, we're going to talk about fitness, and we're going to talk about feasting well and how all three of those things lead beautifully to aging well, losing weight, and all of the things that we are really looking for here as a community of aging women. Very quickly, I have to do my administrative work, so just bear with me. Please make sure if you're joining us on YouTube that you have hit that subscribe button, you've hit that like button, and you are all set up to receive notifications when we post something or go live, and that is that little bell icon. If you're joining us on Facebook, I ask the same. Please make sure you're following my page and that you have set yourself up for all notifications so that you will be notified when we go live as well. If you guys hit the like button for me, I see it here on my screen. If you guys subscribe, I know that because counts go up and page follows go up, then I don't have to do that boring administrative work. So I ask you guys to do that because it does help me here in this community come here live Mondays and Thursdays and give you all this free coaching information so that you can be successful on your journey. Okay, last thing, July 2nd is our next intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course. I am going to post in the comment section right now and probably a couple of times during our broadcast today the link to find out more and get on my email list. So if you're interested in joining us for our class where I go into deeper detail into all of this and help you with your mindset about how it is you're taking care of yourself as an aging woman, that does start on July 2nd. Registration closes on the 1st. Link is in the description box for you to click to get more information or to register. It's also available at the fortodaysaging.com fortodaysagingwoman.com website. It's on my Facebook page. It's everywhere. Just look. I guarantee you will find it. Okay, so let's talk about intermittent fasting and fitness. I know it's one of those things that we automatically get in our head about, and we think if I'm not eating for however many hours you choose to fast, how is it possible that I can work out? And what we have to keep in mind that our body is really intelligent and our body knows how to take care of what it is we want from it, right? So I always consider the ask, right? So we're asking our body to do something and our body gives us answers through signs and signals. So our brain is the part that's doing the asking, right? We want to fast for X amount of hours. We want to exercise a certain type of way. And our body sends us those signs and signals, letting us know how connected those two situations are, right? And so when we get really good at listening to those signs and signals, we can get really tuned in to what type of exercise it is going to take to get everything dialed in so that we can actually lose weight. So I'm going to share with you guys this concept that I really like to use, and it's called draining the tanks. So we can drain the tanks with fasting, right? So we can drain the tanks by just putting ourselves into a fasted state, which requires our body to go into storage, find stored energy, and utilize that to get us through our fasting window, right? Especially if we're in a quote unquote fasted state. That's the most efficient way to drain the tanks. But we can also drain the tanks through fitness, or if that's a trigger word for you, because I know it is for some people, how about if we just say movement, right? Because when we're in fitness or we're moving our body, we're asking our body to supply energy from storage to get us through whatever it is we're asking through our fitness or our movement. So we can drain the tanks with fasting and we can drain the tanks through fitness or movement. Both of those are going to yield you the same end result. We're draining the tanks. The tanks being full or overflowing is why so many of us women are struggling with weight loss or reversing the signs of aging or fat accumulation or foggy brain. All of those things are directly related to our tanks that have runneth over, right? Because our body's no longer able to function as it has been designed, because there's just a surplus of stuff and it doesn't know what to do with it. So it can't go in and recycle and reuse and clean out because there's just too much excess. I want you to visualize in your own brain what your sink looks like when the garbage disposal has food that's in it and you haven't run the garbage disposal, right? So you're just putting a bunch of stuff down there. You can't see it, right? Because it's down the drain in the sink and the garbage disposal itself. And you flip the water on, and what happens to that food that you couldn't see down in that sink? It rises up and overflows into your sink. Think about that when you're thinking about your body and its storage tanks. Same thing happens with your garbage disposal. So when we're constantly putting in and we're not creating an environment for our body to utilize what we already have available, then we get the overflow. Fitness is one of those aspects that matches beautifully with fasting because you get the same end result. We're draining the tanks. So I had someone ask me, well, how is it that when you're thinking about fitness, you think about it as healing from the inside and we don't think about it as the aesthetic outward, right? So if you're thinking about fitness as a means for draining your tanks, the outward appearance comes, right? The muscles will develop, that lean physique that you're hoping for will come because you're working from the inside out. And the net result of fitness or moving your body is also creating strength and mobility and flexibility and some muscle mass. And so if you're thinking about it from that regard, fasting long, feasting well, and training smart is the trifecta to us having everything we say we want with our life. So the third component is we drain the tanks with fasting, we drain the tanks through fitness and movement, and then we refuel the tanks when we feast. So when you're feasting well, which is why here in this community, we feast to support our next fast. So we feast for the future. We don't feast to undo the past. Then you're supported in what you want to do with your fitness because you're going to refuel with the mindset of being able to move your body the way you want it to. You're going to get the answer from your body when you ask for some fitness and movement. And the answer is going to be that it's going to feel supported and you're going to see the changes that you want to have with your body. When we change our mindset from fitness being punishment, fitness being cruel, like a cruel thing we do for our body, when we think about fitness as a means to lose weight solely, and we think about it as a means to drain the tanks, right, and utilize the energy that we already have in storage, and we take limiting beliefs about what our body is capable of doing and we remove them, then we have all kinds of opportunities to really engage in movement and fitness for our body that will help us lose weight because it's inevitable. It'll happen if you hit the trifecta, right? Then we also have the opportunity of strength and mobility and flexibility and that longevity that we're all hoping for our future self. So you can lose weight, you can fast, you can exercise, and you can feast well and have all the things. You just have to make sure that you're getting really tuned in with those asks that you're putting in front of your body, and then making sure that you're listening to the answers. My recommendation for the type of fitness that works the best for draining the tanks is that zone 2 type of aerobic activity. Now, for those of you who are like, of that mindset that, running is bad or aerobics is bad or, that's going to make your body not have muscle, yada, yada, yada. You do not have to do activity that is in a zone 2 that is just running or walking. You have to understand, and this is where we have to listen to what our body's telling us, track your heart rate and see what kind of activity it takes your body to get into zone 2 training. You can do that through strength training. You can do that playing tennis. You can do that going for a walk. You can do that with running. You can do it with many aspects of moving your body. You could do it with vacuuming your house. You just got to make sure you know how to vacuum your house in such a way that your heart rate gets to a zone 2. So make sure you're doing the research and setting the foundation to put your body in a place where you can drain the tanks efficiently. Now, Diane, I'm training for a half marathon and it's really hard for me to keep my heart rate in zone 2 because I want to finish my half marathon in under 2 hours. There are always going to be exceptions to the rules when we have specific goals in mind, or there might be the exception to the zone 2 rule with fitness and fasting and wanting to lose weight when we're just getting back into fitness. But the more you improve your fitness capabilities and your body's response to fitness, the more you demand or ask you can put on your body, and the answer will then be where you want it to be, right? So we have to practice it from that standpoint. Yes, we can also work out at a higher heart rate from time to time, but if you're looking to use fasting and exercise to lose weight, I highly recommend bringing it down so you don't feel like you have to have that stored up energy in abundance. You can give your body that time that it needs through an exercise session to pull through fitness from the tanks to support the energy that you need to work out. And that, my friends, is how you lose weight very effortlessly. You don't have to go out and run 10 miles a day. You don't have to spend 2 hours in the gym. You don't have to do any of that. You can really just find movement in your life or fitness in your life that you enjoy doing without having to beat your body into the ground once you understand how to drain the tanks. My midlife mindset shift students for July to December, we are going to be working on this for an entire month and helping us understand how to tune into our body so that we can get ourselves in a place where we can drain the tanks efficiently while enjoying our exercise and movement and continue on with what it is we're doing with our fasting. So you don't have to eat to support fitness. You can fast and still support your fitness if you know how to get these tanks drained out. I hope that helps. I had another thing here. What did I put here? Oh, here's something I wanted to share with you guys too. Think about this. This is my trifecta mindset, right? You guys hear me say a lot here. When in doubt, fast it out, right? So if your body is physically feeling off, let's say hormonally you're feeling off, my go-to is fast it out. So when in doubt, I'm feeling physically off, I fast it out, give my body an opportunity to reset, and then I go back about my business. When in doubt, emotionally, say you're having a hard day emotionally, something stressful is happening in your life, I sweat it out. I'll go for a long walk, I'll go for a run, I'll head to the gym, I'll do whatever. But sweating it out and moving your body changes your hormonal makeup and will change your mood. There's the endorphins that a lot of runners feel. Same thing holds true when you find fitness that you really enjoy and you go into it with the right mindset, it will change how you're feeling emotionally. And then when in doubt, mentally, if you're having a hard time thinking through something or managing your mindset, I always seek it out. I seek out something positive. I seek out a coach. I seek out a good book. I seek out a quote. I seek out something that's going to change the thoughts in my head. So my gift for you today is the trifecta mindset. If you're having a hard time getting into your fitness, if you're having some struggles with what it is you're doing with your fasting, if you're feeling confused about what it is that you're feasting on, here's what I want you to do. When in doubt, physically, just fast it out. See how that feels. When in doubt, emotionally, sweat it out. Just go work it out and change the hormones that are going on in your body. And I promise you, emotionally, you'll feel better. And when in doubt, mentally, if you're confused about how it is your brain is answering questions you have for yourself, seek out some guidance or advice. I promise you, these 3 things, when in doubt, will never fail you. You can fast and work out, and you can really get some great benefits without beating yourself into the ground and living in the gym or depriving yourself of food. You just have to understand what your body's answer is when you're asking it to participate in a certain thing. I hope that clears some things up for you on that. Okay, let me see if I can get your guys' comments and questions answered. I do not teach on physical fitness inside the intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course because I want you to get fasting down. I want you to feel the energized sense of calm. I don't want you to have to worry about too much at one time. We do the first week on intermittent fasting. We do the second week on feasting well. And we do the third thing on emotional and social demands that we have on ourselves, which really don't allow us to make decisions that we know are best for us. And I help you manage those thoughts in your head. I just asked our June course who just graduated. So congratulations to my June 2022 Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman graduates. Which week that they thought they needed the most, week 1 or week 3. And without a doubt, they all said week 3. So the third part of the intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course, that third week is the one that's going to really help you develop this lifestyle. It's all mindset work. So it will stand the test of time, and you won't go wavering back and forth on whether this is good or bad, depending on what you heard on the internet. Nikita, I'm really interested in registering for the course. I started with 16.8 3 months ago. Now I've been doing alternate day fasting for the past month. Want better results? Should I take your course? Absolutely, you should take our course. And Janine also believes that you should take our course. It just gives you a good opportunity to be supported and create the foundation that you say that you want for yourself. So you will love it. Absolutely love it. Prayer Kitty, how many hours per day? How many days per week? How many weeks does this class continue? That's a lot. Okay, so the class is 3 weeks of course, 3 weeks of lessons, 1 week of support in the community group. It's 10 to 15 minutes a day. I think maybe one lesson's about 17 minutes a day. You can do it while you're in the kitchen. You can do it, you listen to it while you're in the car. It's super, super thought-provoking for you to start making changes for your own life. So it's a very, very doable course. And you get lifetime access if you're registering for the course in 2022. I don't know if you'll get lifetime access if you register for the course in 2023. I always change when you get access or how long you get access to the course, because what I have found is oftentimes lifetime access makes you go in comfortable. You don't have any fear of the class being taken away. So you take the class casually, thinking that you'll go back to it. That's not the mindset I want you to go into this class with. I want you to go into this class with, it's going to be gone in 30 days. So I'm going to go all in. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to make the change. I'm going to get the results that I say that I want. And you're going to go into it with a very serious, proactive mindset. So you do get access in 2022 for lifetime with this course, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing that in 2023, because sometimes I think I set you guys up for this false sense of security, and I want you to do the work today. I want you to do the work now. Kathy, how or can I do this method if I'm 44 years old? I love your content. You can do this method at any age, right? We get to decide how it is we want to take care of ourselves. So age is not the requirement necessarily to be in the class, but I speak to women who are going through a lot of what I went through. If at 44, I wanted to get a head start and there was someone speaking to me and my future self, and I knew what was coming, I would 100% take this course. So you're setting yourself up for a really good future self and future life, because you're going to get a handle on taking care of yourself today. So I would definitely do it for sure. So like I said, the link is in the comment section. Just scroll through and you can click on it. Janine, the course is videos online 1 day for 3 weeks. Watch on your own time schedule. Janine, I'm gonna have to hire you as my YouTube moderator. You can answer questions for me. Michelle, I just started watching your videos. This is great information. I've been shuffling through different types of diets and getting no results at 55. Yet the thing that we need to understand, Michelle, consistency over time is key. Your body needs to learn how to trust that you're going to put it through these changes. And when your body shows you that it's reciprocating, right? It's going to pay you back by showing you results. And then you jump into something else and you're doing it probably in a frantic way, or at least that's how I did it. The trust is broken between you and your body. So use this information as an opportunity to build a foundation of trust with you and your body. Because remember, we ask our body for things and our body has the opportunity to answer us. How do we want to set ourselves up for success that we're going to get the answers that we want from our body? And that is a huge mindset shift, right? When we're like, how can we be kind to our body and get the answers from our body that we want? Because our body's constantly speaking to us, and it sometimes does it in a nice, calm, polite way. And if we don't pay attention, it starts to yell. And if we don't pay attention to that, it starts to create problems for us. And if we keep ignoring the conversation that our body's trying to have with us, that's where we end up in trouble. So make sure that you stick with it consistently over time if it's working for you, for sure. Rachel, yes, I'm 53 and did her class and it's changed my world. Well, there you go. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing that. I would say jump in. It's great information. Here's what I have loved that I never would have thought would have made that connection for me as an aging woman in postmenopausal with kids. The way our family has food in around us and in part of our life has changed too in such a good way. I always talk about my daughter who runs cross country. She runs cross country fasted. She ran 6 miles this morning. She took her electrolytes this morning and she went off and she ran 6 miles and she comes home and she eats. So we tend to model for people around us, right? How we live. And when we're healthy and we seem happy and we're not struggling, people also want to emulate what we're doing. So it's changed everything for our family. We don't consider ourselves, like, as parents, ramming fasting down our kids' throats. We just have this way of living, and I'm confident my daughter will not have body image issues or diet issues or food issues growing up as a young woman, because that's not what I'm modeling for her. So we have to think about that as well. Sandy gave me better understanding of everything. Yes, Sandy, I cannot wait to have you in the midlife mindset shift with us in July. Prayer is saying thank you to Janine. Thank you so much. Donna, hey, how are you? Girlfriend, haven't seen you in a while. Quincy, I did it. I transitioned from 16 hours to 20 hours of fasting a day, 2 weeks and counting. Thank you, Diane, for the work that you continue to do. Congratulations. I love that. Is a class 5 days a week. The class has a new video every day starting on the 2nd for 3 weeks. You can log into class whenever it's convenient for you. So 21 days straight. My recommendation is you check in with your class every day, because one lesson builds on the next day's experience that your body's going to go through. And looking forward to starting class this weekend. Oh, you guys, I am so excited. Kathy, thank you. Rachel, you're welcome. Dolores, hey, girlfriend. Joe, 3 days into 20 hours of fasting and eating whole foods, one ingredient without workout, omen of cardio. I don't know. 0 minutes of cardio most every day. Had heart level 3. So how long do I wait to see anything? I don't know. Consistency over time is going to be the best answer. I can't answer you for your body. Your body's going to answer you in its own time. Jennifer, I love this topic about fasting and exercise. Yeah, fasted exercise is amazing. It feels so good. It feels really good. You have to make that mindset shift, though. There is a transition, just like going from eating 2 hours a day to, eating 4 hours a day. There has to be this energy switch. But when you train your body to dip into what's already there and pull that out and make that energy readily available to you, oh my gosh, it is the best feeling. And it is true fat utilization. Your body in that zone 2 steady state type of exercise is utilizing the one thing that angsts us women the most, which is that fat accumulation, and it will tap in and use that for energy. So it is the best for sure. Gloria, currently at 18 and a half hours fasting, 20 plus. Awesome. Health Hollow. I was at my goal weight with fasting and keto before vacation, so I decided to let loose and eat whatever I wanted for my vacation week. Just got back Sunday and went straight back to 1 meal a day. Fantastic. That is awesome. Wendy, so glad I'm able to catch you live today. Just love your directness and information. Thank you. You are super welcome, girlfriend. Love having you here. Healthy Hollow. I won't say whether it was worth it or not. I mean, I felt like crap after eating whatever I wanted, but it was fun. I just feel better with 1 meal a day. Yeah. So here's my take on on vacation. I always say, if you go on vacation and you live a completely different life than you do at home, you have to ask yourself why you do that, right? And for some of us, vacation is a time to just let loose and go eat. And I say that that's fantastic. For me, I don't like to feel like crap on vacation, because vacation is what I really value, like my downtime, my relaxation time. I like to show up as my best self on vacation, just the same way I like to show up as my best self at home. So I really take the same tender care of myself on vacation as I would when I am home living my everyday life and I have nothing to have to undo when I come home. That has taken me a long time to make that shift, right? And so if vacation is you letting loose, that's fine. But if you feel like crap, I would ask yourself why you work so hard to go on vacation just to feel like crap. And are there some changes you can make so you don't have that description of vacation time in your head when you come back? Okay, Rona, I think it is. This is my first live chat, but I've been listening to recorded videos. I'm now doing 24 and it is really helping. I eat a carnivore diet and do moderate exercise. So glad to be here. Yeah, I'm happy for you, girlfriend, and glad that you're finding your way. Rachel, I do 24 strength training and walking in zone 2 to 3 daily. Yeah, zone 2 to 3 is really good. Really good. It's my favorite. Liani, I am new here. Just was just watching the previous video and subscribed, what can you eat in the 4 hours? You can eat the food that you choose or that you have decided will make you happy and healthy. That's the best advice I can give you. I have no idea what that is for you. You have to do some experimenting with food. You have to see what kind of answers your body sends you when you choose to eat something. And then you just rinse and repeat the ones that work for you the best. And then you allow some flexibility for some memory making moments. That is the best advice I can give you. Mary, been fasting for 3 weeks, started the second week of 24. Such a plethora of NSVs, non-scale victories already. See you in class on the second. Yeah, girlfriend. Oh my gosh, if you're already seeing that with what you're doing on your own, I cannot wait for you to get in class. It is just going to absolutely blow your mind. Anita from Florida, I really enjoy your videos. Everything makes sense. I keep finding out what I do wrong. First, the coffee creamer. Now I just realized that I need to work on the training smart part. I haven't been exercising well, but I'm getting there since I have more energy. Yeah. Anita, here's what I like to do with those words that we pull out of our brain. Here's what how I want you to phrase that for yourself so it feels energized and positive, right? I keep finding out what's not working for me. Try saying that instead of saying the word wrong, because you just didn't know. Right? So now that you know, you can go do things that are going to work for you better and help you get the results that you say that you want for yourself. So we don't ever really do anything wrong. Sometimes we just do it uninformed. Now you have the information, go implement it. And then I want you to come back, Anita, and tell us how amazing everything is working for you. One of the things that I hear a lot, because I'm in this community also, is women complaining and feeling very frantic about losing muscle and their body physique, the way they see their body changing, those kind of things. And here's what I want you to think about if you're seeing yourself in that image when you look at your body. When I was in my 40s, I had a toddler and I had a 6-year-old, right? I was getting up early in the morning. I was working out. I was training other women because I was doing some personal training, and I work out when I train people. So that was kind of like a double workout. I was lifting toddlers in and out of cars. I was pushing strollers. I was lifting wagons. Like, I was very physically active. My body didn't change in my 50s because I'm older. My body changed in my 50s because my lifestyle is different. I'm not picking up toddlers and putting them in car seats and swinging them on swings and lifting them into beds and carrying them around when they feel sick. Like, I'm not doing those things. My 16-year-old daughter's almost as tall as I am, if not taller. My son is 22. Like, it would be awkward for me to pick them up and put them in a car seat. So my life demands physically change. That means my body's going to change. And if I want my body to look and move like it did in my 40s, I've got to think about my fitness being functional for my life, right? And so we get all panicky because we see things sag and we think we're losing muscle, and we have to go back and go, what was I doing in my 40s? What was I doing in my 30s? And am I doing those kind of activities now? And if you're not, you got to go back to doing those kind of things. And you can simulate all of those things in a workout session. You don't have to go find toddlers to pick up and put in car seats. So make sure that you're thinking about that when you're thinking about your fitness and how you're judging your body as well. Angela, I've been watching you for about 3 weeks now. You make so much sense. Awesome. I love that. Cindy, I am new at fasting and find myself sucking on lifesavers or other mints out of boredom. What does that do for my results? Well, if you feel like lifesavers and mints are entertainment to you, then you found what it is you were looking for. If you're trying to fast to improve your overall health and well-being and reverse some things that you're not happy with in your body, then you're not bored. Right? So boredom is not something that is going to help you get health results, or not being bored, right? So find something else to do other than sucking on mints. Sit and just enjoy what it feels like to be empty. Sit and just enjoy what it feels like to know that your body's working really hard on the inside, trying to heal all the things that you're not happy with. But mints and lifesavers means you're not actually fasting, so you're kind of lying to your brain too. I would find something else to do for sure. Maybe go for a walk. Shirley, I agree 100%. Awesome. Okay, there's the code. There's the link again. Jennifer, how's it working for you? I don't remember what that was. I always lose these questions. Okay, let's see really quickly. Donna Lee, Q&A. Can you add liquid stevia to the black coffee in the morning? You can if you want to break your fast. I know there's a lot of people out there who say stevia doesn't break a fast, but for a lot of us who have insulin issues and glucose problems, stevia sends a sensation to your brain that something sweet is coming in, and you could have a response to that. You'll know that when you stop feeling the energized sense of calm, when you're not losing weight, when your body fat isn't what how you want it to be, when you crave sweets, like when you feel hungrier than you should be, like all of those things are what stevia can do for you in your coffee. If you're okay with all those things, then girlfriend, drink it up. If you're not okay and you really want to get amazing results, I would say make stevia not as important as the results that you want to get. The other thing I always caution people on is read the ingredients label on your stevia, because most of them have additives to them that will also significantly spike your insulin. So just be careful with that. GD, how to embark on my first fast. I feel hungry, not weak and faint, just need to know how to break through. So far, I've caved and it's carbs I crave. That's why I have a class, my friend, so I can teach you all of that. So I would recommend getting into class with us this weekend. Michelle, I'm 55 and just started cycling and I love it. However, most of our rides are early in the morning to beat the Arizona heat. How can fasting work around that so I have energy to ride? Well, if you're practicing fasting consistently, you should have enough energy in the morning to get out on a ride. Or what I recommend is finding some sort of pre-workout or picking something to eat that's not going to give you a huge insulin spike, so you can get back into fat burning mode when you get back. The only way you're going to know how to do that is test either with a Lumen, or you can do some blood glucose and ketone testing to make sure that you're working out at such a level that you're going to get your body into fat burning mode, if fat burning mode is your goal. If you're trying to reverse some things internally with your body or some things you're unhappy with as you're aging, then fasting is going to be the priority for that one. Rachel, it's been amazing. Lost 12 pounds since starting and so much energy. Awesome. Okay. Prayer. If we have a slow ability to think and need to listen at half speed and listen to each lesson twice, can we do the course at a slower, more thorough pace? Yeah, you can listen to the videos 100 times a day if you want to. And there's also just an audio that you can listen to as well. And I'm sure there's some sort of way you can slow that down if you need to. Mindy, this is my second week IFing. It's going well so far, learning how to listen to my body. Sorry to say I've not actually paid much attention to what it's saying. What is zone? You can go back and re-listen, and I think I have some other videos. So zone 2 is your training heart rate zone, and anything below like 40% or 70% is usually considered fat burning zone. So just Google what that means. You can find it. I don't want to rehash it here. Shara, hello from Victoria, British Columbia. Just signed up for the course this morning. Super excited about it. Girlfriend, I can't wait to spend the month of July with you. I'd love to do that for you, Diane. I know, right? You can be my little moderator on YouTube for us. For the win, what is zone 2? Zone 2, so just look up training heart rate zones. Just Google it. Google max heart rate, how to calculate it. Google training heart rate zones. It'll come up with some percentages to stay within, and then you just find yours based on you finding your maximum heart rate zone. I'm going to teach all this inside the Midlife Mindset Shift course. You can also learn about this in the F3 course that I teach. You can go to my website to find that. Misty, I'm having trouble leaning into the uncomfortable that's a big old word. I don't know why I can't get that out of my mouth. Of a 4-hour feasting window. You're uncomfortable with that. I'm interested in the class, but worry about the lifestyle shift. Currently doing 16-8 most of the time. Okay, so you have to figure out what are you worried about? Like, there's nothing in class that I'm going to demand that you do. Everything that you decide to do is your choice based on the information that I provide. So if it's society that you're worried about making the lifestyle change, there's a whole week on that. And my June class said that was the best week for them. So that might help you there. And I teach you why it is you're feeling uncomfortable with your fasting windows and your feasting windows and how to get yourself into a comfortable place. So Misty, you are a perfect candidate to join us for class. D Chambers, thank you for all that you do. What electrolytes do you recommend that don't break your fast? Any pure mineral will not break your fast. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium are the 4 electrolytes that really do help with dehydration. You can get them in all kinds of different forms. Mally, will you teach how to get into zone 2 in the July class? No, I don't teach fitness in the July class. I teach a F3 class. You can find it on my website. It's fasting, feasting, and fitness. It won't teach you the fasting part, but it'll teach you the fitness part. In my Midlife Mindset Shift course, which is my advanced course, after you graduate, we will go over zone training in that class. Kathleen, I just lost my husband in December. I need a mindset change. Is it too late to enroll? Kathleen, I'm so sorry to hear that. Too late to enroll in the midlife mindset shift course. If you're a graduate, no. Registration's still open. We have a few spots left. If you're looking for the intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course, it is not too late to enroll. That one, the registration ends on July the 1st. So get in. There's links all over YouTube. You can email me and I can get you the link to join, or you can go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com. Jumping in with a group of women who are all seeking to do better for themselves, I think will be a great mindset shift for you, whether it's the IF course or you're a graduate and you want to jump into the 6-month program. Both are designed to help you feel comforted and supported and the information that you need to make that mindset shift. So we would love to have you for sure. Hazel, what are the requirements to attend your class? You just have to have an internet connection and be able to log in to a website that you set up when you register for a class. You need an email address and you need a password that you create, and a phone, a tablet, or a computer, and the ability to log in every day. That's all you need. Gloria, I'm 74 and love fasting. I feel great during it. I fast 22 hours a day. Started late February 2022 with 16 hours, but found it always ended up at 18. Today's the 4th day of 20, down 2 to 3 sizes. No idea of weight loss. I don't get on the scale. Yeah. So for those of you who are like not scale people, I commend you. Thank you very much. I don't like scales either. I always say, and this is from years and years and years of helping women lose weight and change clothing sizes and non-scale victories and all that, is clothing size tends to be around 10 pounds. So you can kind of estimate that without having to get on a scale for sure. Quincy, we are moving across country in July. Will you have a class in August? Yes, first Saturday of August. Registration will open for that on Sunday. So you can get registered on Sunday if you want. Cindy, love your coaching. I've been watching you for 2 to 3 weeks now. Been IF on and off for the last 3 weeks, 24, and loving it. Awesome. I would say definitely be more on than off. You can definitely do this every day. Gloria, I've signed up for the July class. I'm ketogenics. I don't know what ketogenics is. Lynn, I've read about euphoric feeling during a fast. Have you experienced this? That's the energized sense of calm. That's when your body is internally producing energy and you don't have the hypoglycemic feeling. So that euphoric feeling is this, which is the opposite of hypoglycemia. So for my friends who are hypoglycemic and you don't like that feeling, which is this used to be me, then fasting is being in a true fasted state. That good 20-hour clean fast gets you that euphoria. We call that the energized sense of calm, where you're like this all day and you have no idea where all the energy is coming from. You feel emotionally balanced, you feel energy balanced, you feel physically balanced, you feel mentally balanced. Everything is just amazing. We love it. Michelle, do you have to be on Facebook to do the course? Absolutely not. Everything is run from the fortoday'sagingwoman.com site. The same place you register for class is the same place you will sign up for class. So it's all non-dependent of social media for sure. It's on her website only. Thank you for saying that. And then Lynn, I've been feeling that way. Yeah, for sure. That it's when your body's it's pure clean energy. So, if we want to talk about clean energy, right? And pure energy, that's what our body has been designed to produce for us. Because of some things that we have been misled to believe, think we have to get energy from the outside in. Now, food is also energy, right? But food can also be misused. And so that's why I say feast to support what you want to do tomorrow. So feast today, depending on what you want to ask of your body tomorrow. You will have endless amounts of energy. We think that we have to get energy externally. And when you really trust internal energy, it's game on. You will be able to do amazing things. We have had women paint their houses. We have had women move across the country. We have had women start new jobs. It's amazing what happens to us when we get that clean fuel being produced from our own accord. It is absolutely beautiful. It is amazing. And you won't ever want to let it go. So that's one of those things with our people who get this down and they're like, oh my God, I got to 20 hours. I was feeling so great. I didn't want to go have that feeling go away. I fasted 22, I fasted 24. And that's how people fast for longer periods of time. When you do it in a safe way and you give your body the time to balance itself out and create that foundation for itself, it's absolutely amazing. This is why I say here too, it's empowering, right? You as a woman get confidence, you feel empowered, you feel unstoppable, and being empty and fueled and feeling confident and powerful is not what we are taught to be as women, right? We're taught to stuff and shove and drink away all of our feelings. And when you fast long, feast well, train smart, those feelings are there and you feel them and you manage them. And oh my gosh, lives have changed in so many ways through what we teach here in this community and through the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course, because you learn how to manage your life. And that's the part that absolutely blows my mind. When women come back and they're like, I decided I'm going to change my career. I decided I'm going to do this. I've decided I'm going to do this, because they have energy and they're confident and they have this purpose and power for everything for the future. And we stop dragging the past behind. So what will be the best win for you as a member of class and coming in as a graduate? I don't know, shock us. Like, it's amazing. The stories I hear, absolutely mind blowing, and they fire me up. And I want that for everyone. I want that for everyone. It is the best feeling for sure. Clear-headed. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It feels wonderful. 100% feels wonderful, because we're used to being drugged, right? Sugar's a drug, alcohol's a drug, caffeine's a drug, food in many ways is, just a drug that we've used, and it subdues us. When we get the clean energy from inside, it's pure. It's what our body needs. It's not tainted energy. And it comes up from the inside and it comes out, and it is the most beautiful thing. And you will ooze it. People will go, what are you doing? What are you on? How do I get some of that? Like, it is the most beautiful way for, in my opinion, women to show up in that energized sense of calm, that self-produced. I absolutely love it. Okay, you guys, I got to run. Please consider joining us for the July 2nd class if you are on the fence, or you want to know what all the magic is about, or you want to come back and say you're a graduate. I am here for you. I teach exactly the way I show up here for you guys in class. You will get a lesson every day. It's on a website, no social media. If you can log into YouTube, you can log into the class. I promise you, it will be the best 3 weeks that you can gift yourself as a woman. You will come out of it on the other end with just aha moments and pure confidence that you, in fact, can take care of yourself and you can make those informed decisions for yourself. And I would be honored and feel very, very proud to have you in our community as a graduate as well. Quincy, yeah, girlfriend, I can't wait to have you in class too. And just keep watching till August. Even if you're like finding the groove, I do encourage women to jump in class, because something in your mind will click that you can't get here when you commit to being in class with other women. It is absolutely mind-blowing to me. So Quincy, I can't wait to have you in class. Do what you got to do in July. We will be here when you come back for sure. Can I take those supplements recommended to take away from food like L-lysine? Can I take those supplements recommended to take away from food like L-lysine? I don't know what you're asking there. You can take any supplements you want. What I ask you to do is read ingredients labels with your supplements. I can't tell people what to take, but figure out why you're taking the supplement. Is it actually working as advertised? Some do, some don't. And then make sure you're reading your ingredients labels, because you don't want something like your L-lysine to have soy in it or gluten in it and be the thing that you think you're taking and spending money on to do good for you, when it could be the thing that's making you feel like hovering around in that sick state. So do that and then decide where it's best for you to do it in your window. If you feel like, you have to take it in your fasted window, then you just take it in your fasted window. And if there's something that's not working the way you thought it was working, question the L-lysine. If you want to take it in your feasting window, take it in your feasting window. You got to figure that out for how it's going to work best for you. This is all that advanced stuff I teach in my other mindset shift courses for sure. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great day. I will be back here on Thursday at noon Central Standard Time. If you have something pressing that you want me to bring to a live coaching call or community conversation here, whether it's live or you catch it on the rebroadcast, I'm always open. Just shoot me an email or shoot me a message somewhere on social media and let me know. I will bring the coaching and conversation to our platform here and help clear things up for you, because for me, the most important thing is having as many happy and healed women as we can walking around on planet Earth, because I do believe that happy, healthy women are the things that are going to change this world and make it a better place. And I want our community to be a big, big part of that change. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. If you need me, I'm here. Just reach out.